This motorcycle, I got a pretty good deal on it. It was a little struggle actually getting it, and then actually having it titled. It was a little struggle too. But all in all, it turned out all right, and I got a good deal on it. Like I said, I found it on Craigslist. And anybody coming? Okay. I found it on Craigslist, and I contacted the guy about it, and he wanted $2,400 for it. So the first thing I said was, "What's wrong with it?" He told me that he emailed me back and told me that it needed, it was going to need a battery, and it needed an oil change. That was all that he knew was wrong with it. He said nothing else was wrong with it. He didn't have time to ride it, and it was setting for, I don't remember how long. The last time it was titled was in 2013, and so it's set for about a year and a half or something like that. And so I said, all right, now let me come look at it. Well, it took talking back and forth for what, 2 weeks almost to get it to where I can even see it. It was always something, you know, like he was out of town, it was raining, he told me he didn't want me to take a chance on riding it when the streets were wet, which I get that, but I offered to come, you know. Actually, all I want to do was just see it. You know, I saw pictures of it, and I told him I'd ride it some other time. But I guess it worked out for the best. We finally met up, and you know, I rode it. You know, it needed a front tire, which was no big deal. You could tell that it wasn't cornered. It was, you know, the tires were flat to where they probably just commuting back and forth on it, so it wasn't abused. I rode it, everything come out good, you know. It rides really well, it runs really well. He did put a brand new battery in it for me, which I was expecting to buy one, so you know, that was pretty good there. He hands me the title. Well, the first thing I do is check the VIN number against the title he hands me, you know, and it's the same VIN number. So I said, okay, good, everything's working out. So I flip it over and realize that he hadn't registered it. He had signed it like he was going to put the title in his name. He filled it out with his address, his name, signed it. You know, didn't put a date and didn't put an odometer reading on it. So right off the bat, I said, oh man, this is gonna be bad. I shouldn't have done it right then, but I went ahead and bought the bike because it was such a good deal that, you know, I could probably, if nothing else, I could probably resell it for parts and get my money back plus some. So anyway, I take it to the DMV to find out what I need to do, the tag office, and she tells me that he's got to come back and actually put it in his name. Go ahead and register in his name and everything, and then when he gets the title back, sign the title back over to me. At this point, I was like, oh man, he's already got my money. If he gets the title back in his name, I'm pretty much SOL. So I go ahead and do it because, you know, I can't do nothing with the bike anyway. So you know, we're talking back and forth through messages. So if anything happened, I've got proof that I've got my text messages, I've got my emails, stuff like that. So if anything happens, you know, I can pretty much take him to, you know, small claims court or something and get it handled in there because I've got all the proof and everything. So anyway, long story short, I finally got he'd come through on his word and got me the title back, but I was worried the whole time, you know. Yeah, so all I did was I brought it home, changed the oil. I bought a set of tires for it. They're a Continental Connie Motion, I don't know, it's a ZR tire. I think the back's like a 180 or 190, 70, 17. I gave like $105, $110 for the tires, something like that. Nothing, they were brand new, they were still in the plastic. So I put them on and they seem to be like a really good tire. But what I want to talk about, and I'd like to get other people's opinions on it as well, open carry firearm while you're riding a motorcycle. How do you feel about it? You know, do you think it's alright? Do you think it should never be done? I don't know, with the way everything's going now, it's probably not a bad idea to do it. I mean, a lot of gravel. Oh man. But yeah, I was wondering how everybody felt about it because I've got my carry permit and everything, and I've noticed when people see it they automatically freak out. So I don't know, I feel like, especially when you're riding around, you know, like downtown and places like that, I feel like it's always best to have something with you. But I guess that's up to the individual person. But I don't know, I'd like to I'd like to have it on me at all times. I don't know, just let me know what you think, and we'll talk about it after I get a few comments on it. And I know it stirs up a lot of the hate comments and stuff like that. Anything to do with a gun, but I don't know, I'm kind of curious myself. anyway, it's been raining and whatnot, so I'm trying to break in this new helmet and get this mic up. It's still a little tight, the cheek pads and everything, so if it sounds weird, sorry about that. But yeah, this new helmet I'm trying, it's the Speed and Strength, I think it's like the Run with the Bulls SS 1300 or something like that. So yeah, hopefully it sounds better, clearer. It won't sound as clear until I get the helmet broken probably, but I don't know, we'll see. I had a video that I was going to upload, I don't know, about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, before all this bad weather come back in again. And I don't know, the other helmet that I was using was apparently too big, and I didn't know it at the time when I bought it, because after it got broke in, you know, it was moving around real bad and letting wind and stuff in, you know, more than it should have, and it was messing my bike up. And anyway, that I guess that'll do it for this one. I just had to test this mic and ask that question about the gun, the gun carry permit.